Bonjour, hello everyone. I'm Nata, host of the Nata PR School podcast. You're a successful entrepreneur or marketing manager and you're about to launch a new product or service, or you've been selling your goods for quite some time, but you want to learn how to increase your visibility, get known, and reach more clients? At Nata PR, we deal with real clients every day and we'll teach you simple, fun, and honest PR solutions. You'll learn easy steps to combine PR to social media right now. Keep listening and let's get started. Bonjour, hello everyone. Welcome to the Nata PR School podcast, episode number 14. Today I'm asking a sensitive question. The question is PR a direct sales tool? Does PR generate direct sales? Do we use PR to sell a product? I will not answer that question right away, even if it's a sensitive one. I'm just making fun. Actually, this is something I want to discuss today because we have some companies that did work with us, and at the end of the campaign, even if we generated great results and they were happy even with what we were able to get for them, some of them told us, well, we won't continue even if it was a great campaign for 6 months because we haven't made enough sales. I was really surprised that even, with amazing results, exceptional results sometimes, many of them completely stopped their PR activities after just 6 months, which is a very short period, even if it seems long. This is why I love social media so much. Probably all of you who are listening right now work with a company that has a Facebook, an Instagram account, or have even started a TikTok account. So you know that you need to feed these platforms on an ongoing basis. PR is exactly the same way in the sense that you don't do just a campaign and stop. Unless, you have very specific news to announce, that could make sense. But especially if you are selling product, PR is really the best promotional tool, the best tool to get known. You use PR to get known. Of course, we do contribute to sales. I'm the first one to be extremely sensitive to how important it is to sell goods, especially if you make products. That's, at the end of the day, if you don't sell products, your company will not survive. Believe me, I get it. And this is why we work so hard with all of our clients. Not just hard, but we are smart and we really work to help them get known. If you are getting the visibility you deserve, if you're visible, your clients will come to you. They will see you. But it's even more than that. It's more than just being visible, because sometimes you can do an amazing campaign on Facebook and be extremely visible and sell products, but it won't create what I call a soul. If you want to survive, it depends on your goal. Obviously, if your goal is to make money for a short run and you have this product to sell, then you're into sell, and this is where you will put your energy and your investment. I get it completely. But if you want to build something, you created a brand, you have also to take some time to build this brand. This brand needs to have an identity and a personality even, and what I call a soul. And we're humans, so humans react to a brand that has a specific soul. Some humans will love it, some people will hate it, but that's the whole human experience. Even when we sell products, it's kind of the same thing. The energy you put behind your brand, if it's not just selling, people will respond to it in a positive or a negative way. But if it's negative, it's probably because they're not your clients. So in today's world, what you need is a marketing plan with several elements, many elements. And PR definitely should be one of them. If you have your social media very active and you were really good at building your community, PR is the best complement, I'm telling you. And know that social media alone contribute to about 13% of your SEO, the famous search engine optimization. And I'm talking about organic SEO, not the one you're going to get, because obviously if you have a lot of ad campaigns, you'll be visible and you'll go up in the rankings. But this is extremely important because you need this organic mention about you, and Google and all these, algorithm, they love when they see articles. It's kind of something abstract and really hard to understand, but we're all familiar with Google now. So just think of when you're doing a research, there are reasons why some companies pop up so quickly or are in the first one on the first page when you do some research and they appear really up in your researches. There are reasons behind that. And one of the reasons is because everything organic is very strong. So social media is important, and PR might contribute up to sometimes 60% and more. Let's say 40%, which is huge already compared to just social media alone. So imagine when you combine both, you combine your social media campaign with your PR. There's nothing that can beat an article, a great review on a product, or a journalist is telling your story. It has an immense value, and very often you'll have clickable links in these articles, and Google just love that. So I haven't created this number, like 13% with social media for that contributes to your organic SEO, and let's say 40 up to 60% for PR, the PR contribution to your SEO, the organic SEO. I have a good friend, is also a strategic partner that we have in Miami. His name is David Azar, David Azar in French. So David, hi David, if you ever listen to this podcast, I want to thank you for this, because David is a real digital marketing expert. And if you have any questions about anything that's happening out there, is your go-to guy. He can simplify how a campaign online works. He's also becoming an amazing expert at helping clients sell goods online. And especially during what we went through during this pandemic, he's been helping many companies selling their goods or services online. So thank you, David, for this information. So he's the expert behind what's happening in the web, and is our go-to guy when we have any questions. And know that he has a marketing agency that's called Outsmart Labs. So if you're looking for David Azar, A-Z-A-R, and Outsmart Lab, you will find him. Amazing guy. And going back to our question of the day, does PR sell? Is it a direct sales tool? Dear SME, I want to talk to you, smaller companies. You have to consider that a brand doesn't become known overnight. It might happen, but it's really exceptional. So it's hard work in the sense that you have to keep promoting yourself, letting your clients that you're there, reaching out through social media, using PR. And 6 months is a very short time to attract the attention of the press, media, or even your consumers, your clients. It takes sometimes a longer time you might have a few clients, but to grow your business in 6 months is a very, very short period of time. We need also probably to stop looking at success as it's something that will happen instantly. I know that we live in this period of time where we think some people are smarter than others. There are different snowflakes than us, and they found the magic formula. And it's really rare. It's the exception. Most companies that have been there for a long time, if you read their story, you will find that at the beginning, it took some time before, finding the right way to talk to their clients, to attract the attention of the press. It rarely happens overnight. All this to say that public relation can be an amazing tool to help you create what we call this ongoing conversation. Public relation is exactly built like social media, in the sense that the more you communicate, we have to be smart. Yeah, you don't just send anything to the press at just any moment. And this is what we are teaching at the Nata PR School. So if you want to know more about it and work with us and learn in depth and find out what we've learned through these years on how we can talk to the press, how we talk to influencers, and how we were able to build these incredible relationships that help us generate results, right? And this is why we use PR, as you are doing the same thing with your Facebook page. You have to feed them. You have to create maybe a calendar where you will have different stories. You'll talk about different angles that are happening, different ways of telling your stories at the end of the day. And this is how you create what I call the compound effect. It's like money in the bank. So if you want to increase your visibility, you have to build something. If you want to be there and create what I call the soul of your brand, and if you want your consumers to feel and have this feeling and be attracted and fall in love with your product, because this is how you will last. Otherwise, you might do sales, you might make a lot of money, but that's going to be it. And eventually your consumers will find something more attractive. It's like being with a woman for a long time. If you haven't learned who this woman or this man or this companion is, and you haven't learned to love them for their special qualities, it's kind of the same with a company. A company becomes like this good friend, and if you consume some products, I'm sure there are some companies. If you think of it, if you love, I don't know if you're car lovers, you might be a big fan of Mercedes, for example. So if you love this company because you've seen how they've evolved and you're following what they do, you're looking at all their new cars every seasons. This company was able to build a soul for itself, right? It's the same thing with any companies. Even if you sell services, you have to sell who you are sometimes at the beginning to touch your consumers. And if we go back to the questions of the day, does PR sell? Is PR a direct sales tool? The answer is no. But we do contribute to sales, as I said earlier. But why then use PR? Because if you don't use PR, you will not get known and you will not sell even further down the road. So use PR to tell your story, create this, engagement with your new consumers you have. Make sure they know what's happening with you out there. So this is you do that probably with Facebook, Instagram, but I'm telling you, you should be trying PR and use PR, integrate it and combine it to your social media. If you want to know more, obviously get on our list on our website, natapr.com. And we have free webinars where I, teach you some other angles. I show you some results at the agency. And if you want to go even further, you have someone in your team that would love to have those tools and know how to implement this PR part in their marketing plan. We'll have a next cohort very soon. So go on our list and you will be able to work with us and we'll be teaching you all we know, all the good stuff all these amazing recipes and how we created amazing links with influencer journalists and how we're able to generate amazing results. So I hope you've enjoyed this podcast. I hope you've learned a few things. Thank you for joining us and à la semaine prochaine. Hey, you want to learn more about how to implement PR strategies? Head on to natapr.com and get on our list. You will also receive the Nata PR model on how to create a successful PR campaign. If you want to become a client, just send us an email to nata@natapr.com. Talk to you next week. À la semaine prochaine.